Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the next part of the DEI Cimmeria campaign. You might be wondering, like, this is not where we left off. Yeah, and the reason why is because during the entrance sequence I wanted to get done before this new episode, I was attacked by an army. It's actually a pretty beefy looking one. And unfortunately for me, the garrison's not very strong and our troops are still weak, and I initially tried falling back from my position. Might end up regretting it, but now the enemy's attacking the settlement directly, and there's no equipment available naturally. And because I wasn't garrisoned inside the settlement, I don't get that beautiful bonus. So this might be a bit of a hard battle to win. We're outnumbered, and the enemy is healthier. So this is going to be a very hard battle in my opinion, but hey, it happens sometimes in war. We're just going to have to rely on the strength of Greek steel. Okay. So we're going to have to get our hoplites into position in the center like usual. We're going to get the tribesmen, these guys. Basically trying to get themselves in a position to at least somewhat hold the line long, hopefully long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Yeah, we just captured the settlement, so the garrison is very minimal as we slaughtered so many of the enemy, to get here. Oh, we're coming from a flanking position on the enemy. The enemy's coming from a flanking position from us as well. So this is going to be an interesting fight, I think. So if we can get to the settlement faster than the enemy, then we'll be in a good spot, I'm thinking. Let me grab these guys, get them into a group here. Alright, let's see. We got baggage train incoming. Don't worry, baggage train. We have use for you. I believe in you. Alright. So the enemy weakened force is actually cut off from its strong force. So that's hopefully going to be a good benefit to us. If we can get to this position here fast enough, we can hopefully completely cut them off from each other. So the reason why I'm having my guys run is to try and slow down the enemy. Just to get there in time, I should say. The enemy troops are kind of waiting for their friendlies. Let's see. If I'm being honest, I want to get these guys in here. The reason I want to get these guys in here is because that's where the enemy cav is going to be, and I can take them on. To get combined, they'll be evenly matched, I'm thinking. At least, I hope so. What's the situation look like? It looks like they're not yet pushing in yet. The enemy cav is almost positioned to get behind my guys. Hopefully, my general's bodyguard can make it in time. No, they're not going to make it in time. Dang it. Bowman, I need you to slow them down for me. Run, broskies, run! The enemy's actually going to catch them in the front and the back, because they're lighter than them. Dang it! The reason I'm redoing orders a bunch of times is because I'm trying to force these guys to keep moving even though they're engaged by another enemy force. Alright, General. Oh dear. Oh. Come on, Cav boys. Show them that you are the superior cavalry force. My infantry are far from being in position right now. I think we're going to lose the victory point before my reinforcements can arrive. These guys are doing a good job of holding for now. Come on, General. How are you guys losing? There's literally 4 of you against 1. And you guys have better melee attack than they do. I mean, really, the enemy has better defense than they do, but it's like, come on. I get these guys to charge out and then charge back in. These guys consider themselves losing at least, so that's good. At least we're not the only ones think we're losing. These guys got rear charged. These guys need to get rear charged back. I might have just caused myself a biggie problem here. Can I withdraw? No, I don't have the option to withdraw. Just do or die. If only my troops were a bit faster. The enemy troops are faster than me, so my general's kind of stuck in the middle of all this mess. Come on, finish him! Come on, broskies. Good job. He's been broken. Alright, we need to get our hoplites into these choke points. We start pushing in. We need to start getting our Thracians to flank. Gonna try, come on. And the militia forces have broken, effectively trapping our general behind enemy lines. Yeah, we need to get around these guys. We can't afford to just keep staring at them. We need to get my general out of there. We're just gonna have to push through. To at least salvage something for this fight, we need to get my general out of there. Come on, boys. Nope. They're gonna break. Yeah, they've been trapped. They're stuck. Fortunate that I just threw away my cavalry forces. Yeah, our general is dead. I don't know if that means my general. Yeah, my general's dead. I wasn't sure about the captain or not, but yeah. General's dead. Our cav forces have been wiped out. Dang it. Not really worth it, but those guys have been effectively wiped out now. Okay. Well, so since we've lost our main fighting force, we have a big morale hit to us. We're going to have to basically play defensive against the enemy now, using the settlements to our advantage, essentially, is what we're going to have to do. So we're going to flank around here, break you guys up and move you over here. So I'm going to use this hoplite unit here to hold this line here. And I'm going to try and prioritize using my troops over here on this flank for now. hoping to make use of these guys to get a good flanking shot off. Where's my, hoplites? I need you guys here. You guys there. These guys are going to be in position to hopefully get the enemy into a weakened position to flank. The goal is this hoplite, hold as long as possible. You guys need to support them, though. Yeah, that's a big choke. That choke point is wider than I thought it was. Dang it. My bad. That hoplite unit's going to fall before I can make use of the effective flanking position that I have. Oh, that's weird. Why can't I stand there? Come on. Come on, boys. Hold. Blast them. Come on up the days. Order the wolves to the dogs to attack. We'll get my men into flanking positions. Falksmen, you guys are the weaker ones, so I'm gonna have you over here. My goal with this part is to hopefully kill as many of them as possible. It looks like it's going to have to be our goal instead of a pure victory like I was wanting. That's not where I wanted you to go, boys. Come on, boys, you got them. You guys get a good flank off on these guys. How about our doggos kill off all those archers? Come on, help the good boys. Come on, boys, I told you to go help them. We should easily be able to chunk through the enemy archers. And it looks like our concentrated arch fire is at least helping somewhat. And now we need to get you guys into position to assist the hoplite forces as they're being attacked in the back behind, as we've used up all of our ammunition. Try to engage these guys before they can get off a good flank. These guys are should lose decisively now as they're being effectively surrounded by our forces and wiped out. All of our archers got a nice amount of kills. Unfortunate that they will not. That's all they're going to be able to do. Our guys are winning so far. Boom! You've broken. Our hoplites here should be superior hoplites, so they should hold off against these guys without too much difficulty. I'm going to rush my step archers into the flank here. I'm going to get these guys in that one's flank. Oh, the enemy moved another phalanx unit up to assist. I'm going to let these guys rest for a second then. Come on, boys. You got this. I'm leaving these archers here as reinforcements. Fortunately, the enemy missile troops still has ammunition to fire at us, so there's that problem. I'm gonna get my Falksmen into position here to assist. They've had a moment to rest, so now they're fresh, which is good. Come on, boys. You can do it. My Falksmen are almost in position here. Let me Get these guys over here to assist as well. Are my doggos still in effect? Yeah, doggos are still doing good. Good boys. They're kind of more bang than attacking now, though, but still. There's that one random guy in this entire unit of archers that's causing them to stop firing. That's hilarious. That unit's pushing through my lines. What? Okay, I guess we'll make use of that to flank him. I guess, but it's definitely a bit on the strange side. He's like, those guys aren't engaged with me, so I'm going to push through to attack them. It's like, okay, you do you, boo, but it's definitely a bit weird. This missile unit's doing a good job of putting up a fight. They're probably kind of similar to my other Dacian, Sarmato Dacian elite archers, so they looks like they have some good armor on them. They're losing decisively now, so hopefully it's not too long before we punch through them. Over here is a bit of a mess because the enemy pushed through their phalanxes for some reason, and now, oh wait, I think I know why they pushed through, because they broke my hoplite unit. Oh, that's awkward. If that guy's not surrounded. Yeah, both of our hoplite units are have been pushed back and defeated, fortunately. Man, this battle is going to be probably lost, but nothing else. We're going to give them a bloody nose. Then this is how we've lost this force. Hopefully he was not a part of my dynasty. Come on, my boys. Means that one of the armies that I was going to send south will need to come north and to deal with this new army up here. Now that we know to expect them, they won't be as big of a threat. If I probably had fought them like at the fort battle instead of where I am now, I probably would have won the battle. But because I awkwardly fell back and then was forced and then you use them to help defend the city, they ended up getting kind of whipped, or otherwise they might have done more work. My bad on that front. Come on, boyos. I mean, they're not doing too bad in terms of getting kills. It's just that there's a lot of enemy forces because this is 1.5 enemy armies against one army. It looks like they've moved up a phalanx unit to try and hold us off. Because that looks like it's a general unit too. But they are not using hoplite shields. They're using their typical barbarian round shields. Oh, looks like our guys are going to break due to casualties sustained in the army. That's unfortunate. Just as we're about to break one of the enemy forces here. Come on, men. No! They broke. The cowards. Have they no shame? The other archers engage that melee fight here. Let's try to get our archers over here as fast as they can before they break. The reason I'm running these guys over here is to hopefully get a good hit in or two on the enemy before they break. Now, combat's considered even in this situation. I'm surprised. I guess they're that wounded, so actually they're going to lose the sight. So we might actually kill an enemy general here with our unit of archers, holding the line like broskies. Come on, baggage train, time to do your duty and get some kills. These guys, look that they're winning. They're decisive. They're slaughtering this enemy general. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Show them the might of Scythian heavy archers. No, they're winning the fight, but lost the morale battle there. Yeah, not my best battle there. Getting my general killed early on was a really big problem for me. Oh well. Live and learn, live and learn. Yeah, the enemy at basically almost twice our number. They lost more than we did, but you know, they had enough units to lose. They lost one of their the small army, and hopefully a decent chunk of the other army. A noble death indeed. We'll watch it to honor him. He's dead. They get to successfully taken a settlement from us. Only slightly slowing us down. It just means now we'll need to recreate this army. Oh, this army is actually apparently still standing. It was the general who just died. But no, this army's dead now. Yep. We'll just have to auto-resolve him. Sorry, boys. You did good work. Fortunately, I led you astray. Don't worry, your traditions shall be carried on in your compatriots who join you in the fighting. At least Dacia is set up enough that I can make a new army.
The man's calling is war, not weaklings gossip.
I won't call my allies to help. My allies are all too far away now to really assist me in this war. Yeah, they're probably going to move down to Kink to take it, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Well, I'm surprised those guys aren't fighting each other anymore. An honorable death, Pontiac nobility. So yeah, not one of mine. Trade meeting was broken because they betrayed us. Mission was successful. Subject 20 different factions, making them your client states, or capturing their last remaining settlements. Bonus objective complete, 1 of 2. Nice. Got some nice money. Objective issue, maintain 120 units total. I don't know how many I get. Where's my army in the south here? Where is my wandering boys? There you are, wandering boys. There he's dread. I assume I had some attrition, after all, due to the desert climate. Alright, let's deal with the political guy here. Go and meet with them. See what they say. Yeah, loyalty probably got pretty hurt because they lost that guy. I don't know if they lost who they lost. Leader died in battle, so I guess that was their faction leader. That should probably hurt some of their influence, though. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, we'll need to restart the tradition. These guys. This one is fine where she is. This one just needs to get to Petrodava and deploy. Well, Zagetsa, it's going to be the first time that we're making an army in your location. So we want a Spartasoid Dynasty boyo because we don't want anyone else getting influence from us. Can I see your personality, though, before you start? You have a lot of nice bonuses, but I want to actually look at you guys. So I have Athenius, Herodicus. We have a lot of Spartasoid Dynasty guys who are available right now to be put into place. Yeah, okay. So let me look at all of them real fast. So Spartaco. So who is available? So it's So Charon, I assume, was one of them. He's a magnanimous, which increased the upkeep, but gives nice public order. So he's not really a good idea for what I want. He's impoverished apparently. He gives some nice abilities though for his troops. And he's a scrapper, so that means his general bodyguard is not going to be too bad in a fight. He's an intellectual. He's also a deputy, but he eventually will get better, it looks like. So that's his advantage for this guy. But where is... and you also have children to see past you. Athenius over here. You will have a bastard child. You are also magnanimous. You have the same exact bonuses as the other guy, apparently. You, I assume, are one option. You are egotistic, so definitely don't want you. Don't need an egotist in my army. He's borderline, which I assume he's borderline. So you died recently, but yeah. So you are already commanding an army, I assume. You're anxious and mature. Interesting. You are magnanimous. You're a deputy scrapper. Economist. Studio. It looks like all these guys are pretty much the same. This guy's an egotist. I'll tell him to get married. Maybe a wife will help calm him down. Who knows? Yeah, let's get this guy upgrade. Let's get this guy. He has a nice beard. This other guy here, you can't really trust him. He doesn't have a beard. What is he, a Roman? Spit on him. I think this is the guy I was wanting. Apparently we have a lot of different things I could... Oh yeah, Roman impersonators. I forgot our still tradition. So we're going to read state you. So you're not better at all, right? You're just worse. Because you're just a lower tier of this guy. Yeah. So let's recruit. Reinstate the legacy. Upgrade. And now... So we can't get everything we need immediately, but we still have some time, so we're going to get what we can get right now, at least. We can get some Dacian Falxmen, but I think they're just worse than Thracian Falxmen, I'm thinking. Let's see. Yeah, they're just the worst Thracian Falxmen. They have less armor, less melee defense, and lower morale. So yeah, they're kind of just worse. So I don't really think I want them at all. I'm looking real fast here between my Scythian Axemen and my Thracian Rapport War, see which ones I'd rather have as my flanking guys. Since these guys have better weapon damage. No, these guys have better AP damage. These guys have better weapon damage and weapon attack, but worse melee defense. They have, of course, worse armor, but they have better morale. They don't have javies. What is that one? Resistance to cold. So I guess I'll go for some Rampo warriors instead to replace, instead of some Scythian Axemen. I don't have enough Hellenic to make a full Hellenic faction unit yet. Because we're still getting that population built up, so it looks like we can make Dacians because they're Xenoi. So we might just have to make use of Dacians for now. And worry about the rest later. Let's get a baggage strength. That one will be a problem. We will need that no matter what. But yeah, this one will just take some time to get it into a good position. Yeah, they all require a similar thing. So just in case an enemy attacks, can I recruit you guys in the short term? I'll recruit some Dacian Falxmen in the short term and come back to replace them eventually. Thankfully, everything is kind of safe from enemy incursions for now. Where is that other army again? Oh yeah, I sent it down here to take Nisos. Looks like we can just easily take it, so we might as well. Okay, I like how I kicked him in the balls and then stabbed him through the neck. That's something I could appreciate. So we now have almost this whole province. We would have almost this whole province, in, except for Anthea, but there's nothing we're gonna do about that. Though, if you take Moldova, if you take that from me, I will not be happy with you. Keep that in mind. Aqueduct. Still Dacian, so I don't want that. I'm going to build... We already have a Sacred Grove already built. Training field's not bad. I don't know if this was an option to build that here. But maybe eventually I'll build that. Let's see. I'll build an Agora. I'll build another one of these. And I will build another Agora. Because I think there's two things I might want from an Agora. So I don't really want Dacian immigrants here, I think. I don't know. I'm tempted to get it. Just so I have two regions where I can get Dacian troops. What's the chain give me? Gives me garrison, gives me new tech. Both from all commerce, industry. No, it's fine. I'll just leave it. I'll just build up a outskirts. Do either of you not get public order problems? You both do, but you give me money too. If I get Agora, I can get a supply pit with one of them to help with, get banditry. Then I get this one. It'll still affect public order negatively, but I think I'll have enough bonuses that getting the food will be worth it. So yeah, I'll make this an Agora. Yeah, we're taking one to get those guys built up. So we do have now all enemies from the southwest of us. So we can now take to get this region here without any diplomatic problems. But that does mean if we take that, it will kind of widen this push here. However, we only have they can only come from here or here. That does mean this army is positioned to kind of defend both locations. A king might just have to be taken by the enemy because there's a Roman army being built up here, but it's not a big threat. But we just all around have a bit of an awkward situation with that army falling right now. Yeah, we're going to have to use some of those Dacian Falksmen for now. I think I'm going to move these guys up to King to try and threaten the enemy, because I'm confident that this army can take that guy on one-on-one, especially considering how injured they are. And if they do take a king from me, then if nothing else, I'll be able to avenge it. These guys are close enough to Singudun that I can move them back to support if they end up getting attacked. So it's kind of kind of the situation we're in. And we also do have armies coming from the southwest here if the enemy does try and push up to Nisos, so we can... I don't mind basically kind of leaving this one here and moving up. Let me take these guys to see if they have anything over here. You can't deploy it because you don't have enough movement. Actually, never mind, you can. Perfect. I'm deploying you then. I'm sending over here, it looks like. So, on your way as you were. Alright, Slukia, before I forget what I'm going to build you here, I think I could build an Agora to build a supply pit here to help with banditry. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm surprised by the amount of banditry in this region, but it's probably because I don't have any wells here because I focus so much on making Okay, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end a edict somewhere that doesn't need it. Like here doesn't need this anymore. And I'm going to instead institute an edict here for Bread and Games to make it so they get more growth, which will hopefully help me get more Hellenic factions in here, more troops faster built up in this region. It looks like there's no big area, No real big projects I need to construct right now. Looks like everything's kind of been maxed out already. Well, never mind. We found some. Perfect. Probably greenery. Unless I want to build a farm. Both of them, I think, will give me problems with public order, right? Though, except this one, yeah, they both give me problem with banditry. Except for this one, apparently. This one just costs me food. Yeah, I might as well get a warhorse here in Scythia. It is Scythia, after all. I think it makes sense. Alright, so we have an army being built up here to hopefully help, but in the meantime, we're going to send those guys north. We're going to do one last enter, that'll be the end of the episode here. Oof. A lot of things to balance out now. But we have our 2 armies from Asia Minor coming up to assist us, so that will hopefully allow us to basically keep pushing into Greece with those guys, and that will free up some armies to push northwest into the barbarian territories. As of this moment right now, the enemy is... Our allies are kind of just moving around. They're not really doing too much, but it does, to give them the benefit of the doubt, it does take them a while to get places. Getae. There's an army of Getae coming in. I'm not too surprised about that. This time I'm gonna do, be smart and garrison it. Dacia got wiped out, it looks like. Looks like another enemy army here, so it looks like we're gonna have to take on 2 enemy armies, but I think we can do it. I've done it before. We'll just see if we can pull it off again. Asgard. She knows. Penelope, banditry and rest. Successfully maintained 120 units, apparently. We've completely controlled 20 provinces by the direct ownership through client states and military allies. Reward, 2,500. Secret means we've gained +3 influence to the core nobles. Alright, Moldova is actually under siege, which is unfortunate for us because I really wanted it for myself, but that's what I get for being a little slow. I can at least besiege Pella. I can have 2 options here. I think I'm going to go to up. Let's see, I can't quite move where I want to, unfortunately, because of the weather. Yeah, I'm going to move you to Kink. That's not a full stack, so it's not as big of a threat as I was even worried about. So I got 2 options. One is I can try and immediately move south towards Pella to take it, thus taking the center area of Macedonia. Epidamnos. These guys are building up an army, but it's not a strong one. I still don't have enough of a population to improve my... Apparently I can't build any more of the Falksmen, because I've already get the maximum amount of them. So if I just want to force in the meantime, what I might just do is I might just fill up the rest of the ranks here with militia and weaker archers to try and at least get a force ready to combat the enemy. Apparently there's no Xenoi. There's some Xenoi here actually. Get some Dacian levies. That will make it basically a little bit easier. I can get some bolt throwers in this army. Be a first time for me. And fill out the ranks with some Dacian militia. And hopefully will allow us to get a decent enough force to at least threaten the enemy. This year in history, for those who want to read it. I'll do a quick scroll down while I'm doing my ending spiel. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, smack that like button down below. Subscribe to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. I'm still doing the awkward scroll down through. It's bigger than I expected, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that part. And take care.